welcome you all on Math Tutor. In the last video, we have discussed integration by parts. So what we have seen in the last video is integration uv is u integration of v minus derivative of u into second integration of v plus second derivative of u, third integration of v minus third integration of u, fourth integration of v, and so on. We shall use this kind of derivation to evaluate the Fourier coefficients an and bn. So in this video we shall discuss only the particular kind of integrals which can be solved by integration by parts, which are useful to evaluate the Fourier coefficients. How do we substitute the limit? We integrate uv like this, and then we substitute the upper limit b and lower limit a. Before starting this, let us recall something. If we have given the continuous function f of x on closed interval minus a to a, then what we can say is integration minus a to f of x dx is 0 when f of x is odd, and that is equal to 2 times integration 0 to f of x dx when f of x is even. What do we mean by odd function? F of x is equal to minus of f of minus x, and even means f of x is equal to f of x. If you want to discuss more properties about evenness and oddness, watch this video. The second thing, suppose we have given the unit circle, then this point is 1 0, this is 0 1, the point is minus 1 0, and this point is 0 minus 1. Positive x-axis is theta equal to 0. We fix anti-clockwise direction, so negative x-axis is theta equal to pi. We continue this motion, theta equal to 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, and so on. We also know that x coordinate is represented by cos and y coordinate is represented by sine. So we have the relation of cos theta and sine theta with the different values of theta. When theta is 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, and 6 pi, then the corresponding values of cos and sine are given in this table. So what we can say is cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n and sin n pi is 0. Now let us move for the exercise. Evaluate integration over minus pi to pi 1 minus x square into cos nx dx. You know that 1 minus x square is even function and cos nx is also even function, and product of two even function is also even. So by this property we can say that the given integral is 2 times integration 0 to pi 1 minus x square into cos nx dx. So now the integral 0 to pi 1 minus x square into cos nx dx equal to, say 1 minus x square as function u and cos nx as function v. So by this rule, u as it is 1 minus x square, we integrate cos nx, that is sin nx divided by n. Minus 2x into integration of sin nx divided by n is minus cos nx upon x square, plus derivative of minus 2x is minus 2 into the integration, which is minus sin nx upon n cube over 0 to pi. So actually what we did here, we differentiate 1 minus x square, we differentiate minus 2x, which gives us minus 2, we integrate cos nx, we integrate sin nx, we integrate minus cos nx. So now let us substitute the upper limit. X is equal to pi, so 1 minus pi square, sine n pi over n minus minus 2 pi into minus cos n pi upon n square plus 2 into sin n pi divided by n cube minus sign for lower limit when x is equal to 0, sin 0 is 0. In the second term x equal to 0, so it is 0, and third term sin 0 is 0, which gives us minus 2 pi over n square into minus 1 raised to n, which is 2 pi over n square into minus 1 raised to n plus 1. That is because of this minus into minus 1 raised to n is minus 1 raised to n plus 1. So integration 0 to pi 1 minus x square into cos nx dx is equal to 4 pi upon n square into minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Look at these two exercises and try to solve by yourself.